Alright, so there will be a little bit of commentary, not too much. I've noticed that the more I talk, the more I mess up, and I would rather play a better game of Magic and not throw the games than, you know, try and detail everything, so I will talk here and there. Well, since this is Reanimate, we are holding up Spell Pierce here. Hitting a land next turn is crucial, otherwise it's Ponder looking for land, and even if you don't do that, it's like then you got to find an island, so like Thoughtseize here is fine. Yeah, at least that would allow me to use it. Joke's on them. Clearly Ponder. No. Okay, not clearly Ponder. They've been to Reanimate, which was interesting, but they know their hand. I can at least... I'm not going to be playing that anytime soon. So this, then this. And I can dress down next turn. That's the best thing I can do to get. Sure. Let's do upkeep, set stop. If they have a Brainstorm, they can do it on their turn. That's just cycling through the Brainstorm lock. Not quite. I wonder if they thought that would have like triggered it. I don't think they did. It's turn 4. They probably got a land they can play there. Yeah, sure. That's fantastic. Land cantrip here is good. Nope, not gonna do it there. What do they know about? Sure. This is the wrong one. This is what I'm looking for. They took, or Ponder was used. I got a whole lot of nada. I really wouldn't mind if they flipped. Probably make my life easier. There you go. Going to need lands once again. Yeah, fantastic. One, two, three, four. Hardcast Force of Negation. Yeah, well... Is there anything I can do? I don't have like any... If I had more mana, I could snap Spell Pierce. Like if they did Hardcast Force of Negation. Was that a very quick... It's not like I'm not doing it anyway, so let's do this. Let's do this. Sure. Yeah, kind of expected that. That's why I was like, I needed another land. I mean, it's turn 6 and I finally drew my third land. This is not like a pretty obvious, I'm not doing well scenario. But next turn is Snapcaster, Prismatic Ending, or Thoughtseize. Yep, there's that. Probably taking Snap themselves. I didn't even look at who was targeting. That's fine. Sure. Let's see what they get. What's this? Revealed. Days, blah, 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 yada, yada. Okay, I don't want to show them what else is in my deck. Alrighty then. Let's see. If you think Tamiyo is a card that should stick around in Legacy, play against this deck a lot, where you have to focus on beating a transformed Tamiyo and watching their graveyard at the same time. Good luck with that one. So forces, I think, are actually fantastic in this. It's like you're losing to the graveyard or you're losing to Tamiyo, so for those reasons, I want all 6 of these. Spell Pierce is really good early game. Dress Down has utility, but the cards we're bringing in I feel are much more important. Back to Basics is not where we want to be. This is not about winning with Jace. Often losing, like before, like you see that hand with 2 Jaces in my hand. Granted, I didn't have any 61. Like, I just don't care too much about Jace in this one. Even like Back to Basics, it's an option. They do have their basics and they can quite easily play off of them. I don't think that's where I want to be in this game, so it is also nice to have at least, you know, the option of using it. But aside from that, might as well just go with Back to Basics out, make the deck a little bit more lean. Okay, anything else here? Let's go with it. Keep. So, am I wanting to play Red Blast? Am I Red Blasting anything turn 1? Probably not. I will do this then. Thought Sneeze? Who would have thought? Okay, are they going to reanimate that? They are free too. Well then, if that is the case, they are F6'd. It's not like they can daze anyway. Yeah, let's get the extra blue card. They're scared of that, which means they probably don't have something to deal with Kaldra, but I do like the extra blue card, plus Snap being able to snap back something particularly useful later on is helpful. Okay, perfect. One good turn deserves another. I hear you don't like Stoneforge Mystic. Yes. Endlessly searching for the A and B combo, huh? Okay. Land? Okay. I'm going to wait it out here. I don't think that's the worst in the world. Because, like, I lose by them entombing and reanimating. And then if I do that, if I force something, and then I red blast the force, and then they daze, it's a high probability. I mean, not a high probability. It is a probability. Don't care about that whatsoever. If both of them attack, I do nothing. They could reanimate that, but do I want that blue card? I'll bring in Coat. What do we have? Okay. Land would have been nice, but we might get a we might get another one. Yeah, let's do this. These Bowmasters are pretty much doing nothing. I do need more lands though, because like I can't snap do something into a lot of mana there. Don't care about that as well. Interesting play here. I think it's just going to be, because I don't want to lose out on Red Blast, but I also want to bring Kaldra in, and Kaldra can just like stone that, so don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, I don't even think I need to kill that until I need to, if you know what I mean. They can do whatever they want. Oh, that's perfect. If that is the case, I do want to see if this is going to go through, because if it does, I'm attacking with both. I am attacking with both. Okay. If they're planning on going to like the juke mode, please do so. This is like the worst deck to juke upon. Like, I don't know if they normally have Barragoyfs in their deck, but I am still keeping in my Surgicals and my Containment Preist, but goodness, yeah. If they do that again, it's not going to be too difficult of a matchup. That's the thing, like, if you take out the Reanimator package, it's like, the deck's not all that good. It's the combination of, like I said, Tamiyo, flipping it, you have that sub-game. Now at any time, they just need 2 black mana to get a creature into the graveyard and reanimate it. So it's like, you need your Surgicals at the same time, like you might need your Red Blast and your Prismatic Endings. There's just a lot going on, but when they just put it down to like more of like a tempo deck with Tamiyo, it's not as bad. Plus they have Thoughtseize, which can be quite the card. It's like, all right, which piece do you have? Well, they can just strip it from you, depending on how their hand is, obviously. Game 1 was pretty good hand from them on the play, and they are going to be on the play again, so let's make them think I am really changing things around. Surprised to see them take Stoneforge, but I drew, what, 3 more? Not the worst, but it's keepable. I'd rather Ponder turn 1 would be fantastic. That's even better. That is the bestest. Allows me to play Flooded Strand and just keep it up. Okay, so they have land. They don't need any more for that matter. Because if I fetch this for Island, that means this is going to be my Plains, which is very susceptible. Sure. This is actually really good. Is there any funky thing they can do where I like surgical it and then, yeah, I think I do want to just do this first. Fantastic. They do have a daze. That is that. Let's print screen. Okay. Fetch you would be nice. Okay. Insurance. So this is their hand. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to play that. So your turn. I'd love to see a Tamiyo here. Just too easy to kill. We know they're... Oh, okay, so that's their unknown. So they may or may not have these. Let's do this. They do have days, so... And I will... Yeah, I'll do it now, so I can play around days. perfect. Probably something like this and this. Go. I don't think that they, we didn't see a fetch, did we? So these cards are going to come back. So like they're drawing one of these, right? There's their Ponder. Let's see. Shuffles their library. Okay, so one of these may or may not be here. I'm going to take my sweet ass time against this deck. I don't know if you can tell, but I just don't like it. There's something about it. It's cool, like, when like people say like they hate Blade and it's like such a bad deck, but then you beat some of the top decks, makes it even prettier. I could actually just Brainstorm here and plow a Bowmaster in response. I don't want to do that though. It is an option. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to win. Like they're going to need to Thought Seize. They're going to need to do a lot of things. I just have so many answers. Yeah, we can do that. I can Swords a you know what. That's fantastic. No, yes. So we have Ponder and Force of Will. I do want that Ponder. Don't care for the redundant Force. Aha. I'm going to give it one more turn. So this, no. You may go. Very nice Wasteland. So 1, 2, 3. I'll tick up. I'm pretty sure what was under, I forgot what was under Teferi. It might have been crap. I'll probably just fetch for red because I do have, yeah. That's what I thought.